Now this week the media is going to do a pretty good job of making sure that Greg Hardy is the storyline going into this Thanksgiving Day matchup against the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. You're probably going to hear a lot of questions about what is it like to play against your old teammate. Have you talked to Greg Hardy? Do you think he's fairly, etc.? But I'm not going to care about that or even focus on that. The thing that stood out to me is the fact that the Carolina Panthers opened as an underdog. Somebody hit me up on Twitter yesterday. That's how I found out. And then shortly thereafter, I did my research and saw that the Carolina Panthers did indeed open up as an underdog. And at first I was going to be really agitated. Then I got really, really happy, and I'm going to share with you guys why. This team all year long has made it no secret that they find motivation in being the underdog. They found motivation in being looked at early on in the season when there were 4 undefeated teams as being the worst of the undefeated teams. And I feel like this team is going to use that motivation to play one heck of a game versus the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, you had every media analyst talking about it. You had the coach, Ron Rivera, who doesn't talk about things like that too much, talk about it. Of course, all the players just were shocked about this underdog. And so Greg Olsen was talking today in the locker room about the matchup, and he said something that's indicative of this team's attitude, which is this is not college, it's not a popularity vote, it doesn't really matter. It's not like it's the BCS and you need to get all these votes to win the Super Bowl. They simply don't care. What's most important is that they go to Dallas and they leave 11-0. So I'm going to take this one step further in talking about this upcoming game. And I'm going to give you guys a score prediction, which is something that I did when they played the Philadelphia Eagles. And the prediction for this game will be a score of, let's say, 27 with the final score of 17 for the Cowboys. Reason that I want to mention that is because there's probably going to be a few field goals that are kicked during that time. But also, let's talk about believing that Tony Romo is the reason this team's going to win. Let's not forget, our offense has a really good lineup with Cam Newton, Greg Olsen, Ted Ginn, Devin Funchess emerging, Jonathan Stewart running strong, Mike Tolbert. Defensively, you got basically our whole defensive team is capable of being a Pro Bowler. So I think we match up very well with the Dallas Cowboys. And one thing I end you guys with all the Greg Hardy talk, to me, if he was on offense, it would be really cool because our defense has a lot of personalities. Not to say our offense is bland or anything, but wouldn't you love to see what it would be like for Josh Norman to be able to get in on a tackle with Greg Hardy or Thomas Davis or Luke just going to hit him? But anyway, that's totally not possible. For more updates, please follow me on Twitter at Charlotte Vibe, as well as on Facebook and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, as we'll have lots more interviews with players coming up. It's Chris Jenkins for CharlotteVibe.com.